The most dangerous place to be is close to woke, because they're bending over backwards to make this happen, and they're the ones who get hit the hardest, saying you're not trying hard enough, because they're the ones who are showing that they're going to make that effort. Equity is not equality. Equity probably will not work in any case whatsoever. But when you have this systemic understanding of equity, even random fluctuations would be considered racist. Just that many applicants this year. And it was a totally random stochastic error. Sorry, I'm a mathematician. It happens. Doesn't matter. Just natural variance in the numbers would be enough. So you have to understand then that equity, the point is to undo by artificial means systemic inequality, systemic racism, systemic power. It is the tool to unmake the effects of systemic power, believing that if we just have them unmade, that everything's okay. Diversity and inclusion are the tools that are believed by magic, kind of like with the seizing the means of economic production. Here we seize the means of, I guess, bureaucratic production, but also cultural production. If we just get everybody believing diversity and inclusion, then equity will follow probably, and if it doesn't, we'll adjust the numbers with quotas and things, and everything will come out just fine. This is why you see the Proposition 16 in California right now on the ballot to remove the anti-discrimination language from their state constitution. It is in line with equity. That's the purpose. So we're going to discriminate to get equity. This is what Ibram Kendi, another best-selling author that's peddling this stuff for tens of thousands of dollars a pop now, keeps saying. He says that if anti-discrimination produces inequity, then it's racist. If discrimination produces equity, then it's anti-racist. So we need discrimination. You've got an idea now of A, how to analyze these things, and B, what these words, diversity, equity, inclusion, that are supposed to talk about mean in practice. The goal I had is for you to be able to understand them and to be able to start doing this analysis for yourself, so you stop getting played. The words don't mean what you think they mean. You have to say, how would somebody who obsesses about systemic power all the time mean this word? You have to do that, or you're going to miss it every single time. That said, I do want to say that this is, like all such movements, in a sense I kind of began with Marx, you end up having to start applying force. You end up having to start doing things that are distinctly illiberal, distinctly anti-liberty, anti-freedom, as I said, totalitarian, in order to enforce this. And we're starting to see very openly this kind of agitation. We've seen, for example, in the past, to echo what Mike had said earlier, we can say the very postmodern thing. We've seen people say, oh, we no longer have to worry about true theories and false theories, what was the exact wording? We need strategic theories.
I think that there's a lot of people more concerned about being precisely, factually, and semantically correct than about being morally right.
We're raising whole generations who regard facts as more or less optional. And they're being taught that it's important to have views, and they're not being taught that it's important to know what you're talking about.
We don't have to worry about true theories or false theories, just strategic theories. And now this has progressed far beyond that to where the strategic theories, people are seeing through them, and force becomes necessary. So you have to force segregate spaces. You have to force diversity quotas. You have to force equity. You have to force people to believe, act, and do according to the ideology.